And welcome back to the channel. It's the end of April and it's a bank holiday weekend. It's glorious weather. I want to show you around the cottage garden. So much has grown since I last took you on a tour. So I'm going to flip the camera around now and just show you what's happening. And as you can see, that the dogs are really enjoying the sunshine, and the ferns are starting to wake up, and the alliums are just about to burst open, if you can see there. And they're going to be beautiful. There are so many this year. They've multiplied, and that's brilliant. That's what I wanted them to do. So everything is green now, and it's grown so much and suddenly come to life. I've got a bleeding heart here, but a white one, and it's already in flower. It's just so delicate. I absolutely love it. At the back I've got a rose, and it's a very peachy colour one, and I don't think it really flowered last year, so I'm hoping that this year will do really well. And also by the tree I've got a catmint. Now that catmint is the one that I moved from the front by the path because it had just got far too big for its boots, and it's looking okay there. It's great because it's filling a gap, and I do struggle to get things growing underneath the tree in the shade. Again, I moved a big fern from by the pond and I popped it under here by the tree again to fill in a gap in a dark area, and it's fine. It's opening up and it's just starting to wake up, so that's going to be beautiful. And just next to that there's something growing. It's just a few seeds that I've thrown down. So that's all really working out very well. The clematis is just about to flower, and it's going to be beautiful. The little heads are there, and this is Clematis Rubens, and it just grows like wildfire. And look how beautiful that is. The Clematis Rubens is a Montana, and they do spread really quickly. As I've said many times before, you do have to keep on top of them, which we thought we were doing really well. It goes up over the gate and all the way across the garage, and we thought we were really on it, but we've realised that it's actually right up in the tree. But that's okay, we're going to let it flower and then we'll have to get it under control. We'll probably just cut it down and pull it down, but I don't want to do that now because it's just such a beautiful flower, so we'll let it do its flowering first. So back in the main part of the garden, you can see how much everything's grown by how much bigger these lupins are, and these are the white lupins that have been here for a couple of years now, and everything here has changed. The daisies are growing. Now this is the area where I had that large catmint that I've moved, and I've got this beautiful thing growing and I didn't even know it was there. So that was a surprise. So it's a peony that I must have planted and forgotten that I'd planted, and because the catmint was so huge it never saw the light of day and didn't do anything. But this year, because I've moved the catmint, it's obviously got lots of light, lots of warmth, and it's grown and it's going to have flowers, which is very exciting. There's a couple of heads on it, but I don't even remember what colour it is. So I'm going to wait and see. I'm quite excited. I have no idea what colour it is that I planted there. I don't even remember planting it, but I know I did because this was a lawn before lockdown. So it's something I've put in, but I must keep a better record, I think, because I'm not very good at remembering what I plant. And already the geraniums are doming up, and even ones have a little tiny flower on it here. And that's a really delicate one. The leaves are so tiny. They're so tiny and so delicate. I absolutely love that geranium. And again, the alliums have grown and it's just going to be stunning. I can't wait till they're all open. So along the garage wall is the Cattleya Samandi Eye, and this is just coming to the end of its flowering life now. It's been beautiful this year. There's been so many flowers, and then growing underneath it is a different clematis. And just look how delicate that is, and the colour is just absolutely stunning. And that's the best it's ever been, so it's just maturing beautifully, and as one's finishing, that one's starting, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So there has been a couple of disappointments in the garden this year. One is that on top of the bird box I had a blackbird nesting, and she was very busy sitting, and then she just disappeared one day. and she didn't come back. So I don't know whether she got caught by a cat or what happened, but really disappointed because we were really chuffed to think that she'd finally nested, not in the box, on top of the box, but that's absolutely fine. So yeah, that's one sad tale, unfortunately. And in the dark corner, things are coming to life, which is lovely, and the pond is starting to look really good. And that plant, it's like a gunnera that I planted where I took out the big fern that's under the tree now, is really liking it here. Look at that, and there's even more leaves coming underneath. And that plant was in a pot last year, didn't do anything, but since I've put it there, it's just already started to grow beautifully. And look at these ferns. I just love how they just unravel. Isn't that beautiful? Every day they just unravel a little bit more. The sad thing about the pond is that we had some frog spawn, but nothing came of it. It sunk to the bottom and it got kind of green and mouldy, and then it just broke down and disintegrated. Now I don't know why. We didn't have the pump on at the time, just so not to damage it or cause any movement. So that's a shame. We were very disappointed because we were so excited that we finally had some. Hopefully, perhaps next year, we'll have some better luck. So something I've been working towards for the last few years is growing this rose. In fact, it's 2 roses, one planted either side of my kitchen window. And I've been trying to get them to train them to go across the top. And I'm really pleased because this year they've both finally met at the top. So when that flowers, it's going to be really pretty. And I'm quite excited. And the nice thing about it is they just cover the edges of the window. So when I'm in the kitchen cooking and I look out, I can actually see the edges of the roses. So when it flowers, it's going to be beautiful looking into the house, but also from the house outside to the garden's going to be pretty too. So I hope you all have a wonderful bank holiday weekend and enjoy your gardens. As I always say, my cottage garden is not very big. You don't have to have a big space to do a cottage garden. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a nice relaxing bank holiday just like Willoughby.